So we've been open in Dubai now for a year, and it's been very interesting to look at the similarities, but actually the differences between them, the two markets, between Dubai and Qatar. We've been in Qatar now, this is our 15th year, it's our 15th anniversary as a business, and we've just now been open for that 1 full year in Dubai. For us as a business, our business in Dubai has really been focusing on selling new property in the primary market. Most people know that Dubai is growing incredibly right now, particularly in the real estate sector. And I read an article a while ago that says that every 18 hours in Dubai there's a new project. So we as a business have focused a lot on that market, and we've sold a lot of property through that and really focusing on our clients there about selling new properties. In addition to that, we've been marketing some of our projects in Dubai to our Qatar base. We have a lot of clients living in Qatar who know the Middle East well, who are always interested in investing either in Qatar but also in Dubai, so we're trying to help them out in both countries. And if we look at our business in Qatar, we cover all sectors. Again, we've been here for 15 years, so we cover all of the market. But it tends to be much more of a rental market than an investment market. And so a lot of our activity here on the ground in Doha, where I am right now, tends to be much more focused on the rental market. So those are some of the main differences as far as our business goes and what we're doing between the two countries. Yeah, that's true. It's a really good point. We've seen a lot of projects this year opening up in Qatar, probably more than we've seen in the past few years. Certainly since the World Cup, the question that, I guess before the World Cup, the question that everyone was asking is, well, what's going to happen to Doha after the World Cup? Well, we live here, we know the economy is incredibly strong and going well, and we are seeing a lot of new projects. We've launched quite a few in the last few months, and we have a number of exciting projects that we're opening up our clients to. And who are investing a lot of funds now. So we're really quite happy with that side of the market as well. So as a business, we like to serve our customers across all sectors. So we really have opportunities right now from, say, from studios that are 600,000 to 700,000 rials up to some spectacular new villas in the Pearl, and some that are priced around 7 million rials, as well as some fantastic apartments with beautiful sea views in a similar price range, 7 to 8 million, that are duplexes. So we don't focus necessarily just on the Pearl or Lusail, but we cover the entire city, in fact the entire country. But a lot of developments that we do are in Lusail area and in the Pearl, and we try to cover the entire market. So we don't necessarily focus just on one, either the higher end or the lower end, but really covering the entire market. So we're quite excited about all the different things we're seeing across the market today. So as we're at the end of the second quarter now, moving into the third quarter, I think the question that all of us get, and the question I get most when talking to people, is what's happening in the market. And my first question is always, are you a buyer, a seller, a landlord, or a tenant? The vast majority of people we speak to tend to be tenants. What we've seen on the rental market is really things have been, over the last 3 months, really stable. And I don't see that changing. In other words, we haven't really seen a lot of price increases. We have seen price increases across a few certain projects. We've seen prices lower in a couple of projects, but just overall the market's really stable. The government has just launched some new initiatives around fees for corporates in the country, and trying to reduce fees so that more and more companies set up and get themselves established here. So when I look into coming to the third and then towards the fourth quarter, if I was to make a guess, I think prices are either going to stay stable or maybe even slightly increasing, but I don't see prices going down any further from the current level. So great question. I've had it a few times myself, where clients will say, I'm looking at buying something, I have this existing project, what should I do? And in other words, should I wait till the property sells to buy the new one, or what exactly should I do? And to be honest, it's a very individual question, and it comes down to financing and what the financial situation is of the buyer. So if somebody has the capability to buy a new property, I would always say, there's an old phrase about real estate, the best time to buy real estate is 10 years ago, the second best time to buy it is today. So if you're looking at buying something, I would invest now, and at the same time look to sell your property if you have the financial piece to do so. If it's going to be a challenge and you need the money, I wouldn't put myself at risk. I like to sleep peacefully, so I'd recommend to anybody, have the property sold, finish on that property, and then move forward with the next purchase. I really believe that the most sensible investment to make overall is real estate. And I also believe if you're investing in real estate is to have a good long-term view. So if I look at the market here in Qatar, or if I look at the market here in Dubai as well, I think it's a very good time to buy in both markets. The markets are quite different from each other, but I think it's a great time to buy in both if you have a long-term view. Have that long-term view. You have two very stable countries, very stable economies that have excellent long-term futures, excellent investment moving forward. So I always think on that basis, it's the right time to buy. If I look at the rental market in Dubai, what we're seeing across the board is increases in rents. After quite a few years where rents were coming down quarter after quarter, the last 18 months, 2 years, we've seen some really strong growth in rental income. That's not great news if you're a tenant. It's wonderful news if you're an investor, which is always why when people say to me, how's the market? I always want to find out what side of the transaction someone on. But for landlords right now, it's an excellent rental market. We're seeing increased yields, increased rental rates, which just gives me the belief that there's a lot of people moving to Dubai for a number of reasons. A great time to be a landlord, which again comes back to a great time to invest. As a tenant, it's a bit more challenging as rates have been going up. And again, over the next quarter for Dubai, I don't see that changing. I see rates continue to stay strong and maybe increasing over the next 3 months. Our team in Dubai is 7 people strong. We're really happy with the growth that we've had over this year. But at the same token, we're looking to grow even more. So we're always actively looking for experienced agents in the market who are willing to be really close to their customers, be proactive and reach out and deal with customers and provide excellent customer service. So always in the market for good people on that basis. And the same in Qatar, frankly. We have arguably the largest broker team in Qatar, and we're always looking for good people to join us at any time. We're always very excited when Cityscape is in Doha, and again this year it'll be in October. As a team, we're 100% going to be attending all days of the 3 days of the event. Last year I was fortunate enough to be a panelist, and I hope to be a panelist again this year to talk about what's happening in the market and different things that are changing as the market develops. So again, for us, it's always an exciting time. Look at new projects being launched, new initiatives going on, and particularly what's happening in the regulatory framework with the creation of RERA in Doha. We see a lot of new positive things happening in the market that we're quite excited about. A very common thing you hear in the Middle East is that in the summer, no one's here. Well, I'm happy to tell you, I'm here. And as well, the vast majority of my team is here. In fact, in Dubai, my entire team is there. So if you're looking to invest in property, if you're looking for a new property to live in, whether in Qatar or in Dubai, we are more than open for business. We always find the summer months are some of the strongest months of the year for our business. It's a challenge. It's very hot. So we'll do our best to keep you comfortable through this time of the year, but know full well that we're open for business and happy to work with those that are ready to look at some new property.